I think we should tell you about our app. The app is about delivering consistent and simple compliance practices across your R&D teams. The financial aspects of R&D tax credit claims are relatively simple if the data is there. The time and effort comes from the most valuable assets, your R&D teams. Our aim, and the aim of this app, is first and foremost to make life easier for those teams. I know from experience, and I'm sure your R&D teams would agree, that year-end processes drive them crazy. No one wants to be asked to go back and document what they were doing in January of last year. What's more, that post-year-end process is no longer enough. So let's try to minimise your engineers' frustrations while building a stronger claim. Our app is cloud-based and can be easily accessed as and when they want to record their activity, and then they can move on. The majority of the users, the majority of the time, will use the app on the browser, but things change and the world is mobile, so to make sure we're always there for you and easily accessible to your engineers, we've also deployed full versions of the app on both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. To be there every step of the way with you, we have embedded training. Modular training based on carefully developed and observed best practices. Your R&D teams are guided throughout by on-demand instructional videos built on years of experience from advising the largest multinationals in the state, while of course focusing on the revenue guidelines and the legislation itself. They may watch a video every time they have a new project, or a new activity, or when they are adding a new employee to the team, or even each month when they're doing their timesheets. They might dip in and out when they have specific questions, or they can even watch all of the training all the way through in the gallery before they start. They decide what information they need and when they need it, but it's always right at their fingertips. Your R&D leaders will understand what they need to do, they are talked through it as they do it, and when they need help, they will have enough context to confidently ask the right questions to their advisors, allowing them to get direct and simple answers. So what does the app do? Well, the first step is time recording. Once you get your R&D employees on the system, following our guided videos, the system looks after the rest. Each month, timesheets are triggered automatically and an email notification is sent to your team leads. Each timesheet has an identical, simple structured form with data validation on entry. It contains a detailed video guide for the employees to follow and addresses non-qualifying criteria as per legislation. The percentage allocation avoids onerous and inaccurate hour-by-hour reporting, and it also ensures that 100% of time is recorded to both qualifying and non-qualifying activities. By allowing your project leads to handle the timesheets, you eliminate conflicting interpretations within the teams on projects. We don't want two team members working on the same tasks having different interpretation on whether it qualifies. The team leads have a project level understanding and can ensure consistency of interpretation and time recording. This data collation, coupled with our on-demand reporting capabilities, allows for simple and accurate monthly or quarterly accruals by your finance teams. So what is it that we're recording this time against? Well, it's your technical project data. Your teams can create a new project at the click of a button and record some basic project information. As soon as it's there, you're ready for your time recording and to start capturing the technical details of your project. Once our new project is added, the project owner will get an email notification asking them to complete some basic project level information. This is the core details of the project and will be rolled forward annually. After that, they just capture their activities that they're completing as they go. Each project form has an identical simple structure, detailed guidance videos throughout. As with the timesheets, edits are restricted to record owners and anyone with delegated access to the project. Our reporting allows on-demand document creation over any timeline you define, with either PDF or Word compatible outputs. We said the financial side of the claim is the easy part, but we haven't left it out. The app allows for two-way data capture from the technical and finance functions, which removes the probability of errors, misaligned or missed costs. You can record costs against a project on the application, be they contractors, direct costs, capital, or even grant details. Financial reports build on the contemporaneous time reporting and the financial details and export to Excel to calculate your claim all the way to your CT1 entries. This makes for a truly simple claim collation with embedded data integrity and validation checks. We have spent a lot of time structuring the app to get good data in early and consistently, but we've also focused our attention on ensuring the best possible outputs through our reporting functionality. Automated reporting ensures expensive hourly advice is spent on value-add pieces and leaves compliance and data processing to the app. How many of your consulting hours are taken up by this process at present? You're going to save time on training, back and forth emails, multiple spreadsheets, Word files, manual collation and data validation. Additionally, consistency in our reporting means faster reviews. We know the technical and financial files, how they're structured and calculated, as they're identical each and every time. All consulting time is value add. 90+% of your data is ready at your year end, not just before your filing date. Only review and validation checks need to be performed after your year end, and your claim is ready for submission. Take the time and stress out of R&D tax credit claims. What about app access? Well, you already have your authentication providers within your business, so you can access our app through your provider of choice. The app requires single sign-on using any one of the following providers. If you wish, we also have robust domain authentication support using one of the following providers. Or alternatively, you can use any authentication provider that supports the standard OpenID Connect protocol to control authentication and user access. The default app is built entirely on Google infrastructure using Google Drive, Google Cloud Platform MySQL databases, and a Google app development platform called Timesheets. This all ensures high availability. Timesheets itself is hosted on the Google Cloud Platform and supports every major security and privacy standard. The data that your application collects and uses resides in the R&D tax credits.ie, Google Drive or Google Cloud Platform databases, and are subject to Google's control environment. If you're a larger company and want to host your own data, that's no problem. We can connect into any cloud database and we can deploy a standalone instance of the app and even list it on your enterprise app store. If you choose this option, then our app is a pass-through service. Your data starts and ends at your location and passes through the AppSheet platform for usage, processing, workflows, etc. We never store your data in our cloud. Your data is encrypted during transit via HTTPS using TLS at all times. The same is true for our default application. Our app delivers domain-level access controls for viewing records and user-level access controls for restricting edits of the records, and admin privileges to your designated claim leaders. This lets your users see what their colleagues are recording, share best practices amongst each other, and build consistency in reporting across teams. If you like what you see and are interested in a trial, just contact us on the information as seen on screen. We're happy to set you up with a free demonstration and free trial and talk you through what you need to do to get started. We truly believe that this is going to change the way you claim R&D tax credits going forward. It's going to make your life and your engineer's life significantly easier, and you're going to have a better quality output.